Hello. I wanted to read Isaiah, that's Yeshayahu, chapter 24, just 6 verses. See what you think of this. See, Yahuwah is making the Eretz, that's the earth, empty and making it waste, and shall overturn its surface, and shall scatter abroad the inhabitants. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the female servant, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the creditor, so with the debtor. The Eretz is completely emptied and utterly plundered, for Yahuwah has spoken this word. The Eretz shall mourn and wither. The world shall languish and wither. The haughty people of the Eretz shall languish. For the Eretz has been defiled under its inhabitants, because they have transgressed the Torah. That's the commandments. Changed the law, broken the everlasting covenant. That's the 10 Commandments. Therefore a curse shall consume the Eretz, and those who dwell in it be punished. Therefore the inhabitants of the Eretz shall be burned, and few men shall be left. Well, this is Yeshayahu chapter 24, Isaiah. Yahusha predicted the great distress in chapter 24 of Matthew. You ought to read those two sections and see what you think. Today I wanted to remind you that we're the Natsarim. That's what the title of this video is. The Natsarim Are Here. And I want to point to something that you can download for free. This is a little 4-page tract at tourazone.net and landlegacy.com. And I think Natsarim Life has it too. It's a 4-page tract, see? And this is the front of it. It's called The Last Nazarene. This is a book excerpt, actually, from a book that I just, I had it. Yeah, there it is. Its cover looks like this. This is a 6x9 book. It's got a lot of pages. It's called The Last Nazarene. And it's the ambassadors of the reign of Yahusha. I should have remembered that. I wrote the book. Anyway, the book is all about the last Nazarene and the first Nazarene. The first Nazarene were the followers of Yahusha. And the families of the earth don't know about us yet. But we were prophesied to reappear in the last days. At Yirmiyahu, that's Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 6. And I have another tract that you can download for free. And it's called Doers. Doers of the Word. And in this tract, it's a 4-pager, I explained what the Natsarim have been called by various other groups, like the Yahudim, and even the Yahudim call Christians Natsarim. And they don't, the Christians don't know what they're talking about. But the Natsarim are the Watchmen, the branches that Yahusha described at Yehukanan chapter 15, verse 5. I am the vine, you are the Natsarim. He didn't say you're the Christians. And I have one other little thing I wanted to read to you about the Natsarim. This is what Yahusha called his first followers. It's John, or Yehukanan 15, verse 5. And he is awakening his last Natsarim on the earth in these last days. Natsarim are referred to in the writings of the Circus Fathers. the Alexandrian cult in Egypt that spawned Christianity. And today they're known as Natsarim by the Yahudim and Nazarene by Muslims. We've also been called other names. Among them are Pasagians and Waldensians, which are based on the words Pasagian and Waldensian. That means the wall or pass dwellers, the valley dwellers. And that's because we were hiding from the brutality of the magisterium, which is the Roman circus that started after Constantine. They hunted us down and persecuted us for guarding the everlasting covenant that's spoken of in Yahusha, and rejecting their ecclesiastical authority. Daniel 12 describes an awakening in the distress of the last days. That's about us too. The wise. What's wisdom? Well, it's Torah. It's knowing the commandments and doing them. Yahusha is turning the world upside down again, as he did at Acts 17, with his name. And many are now calling on his name to be delivered. Yahusha is about to send his harvesters to remove the weeds and burn them. He had a parable about that. The weeds are the first to get burned and picked up from the midst of the wheat. See, they've got it backwards in the movies. And he'll gather us to meet him at the marriage supper of the Lamb.